What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cavaliers video for you guys. And in this video, as you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about the Cavs possibly dangling Isaac Okoro for a trade this summer. Now, this news comes from Sam Amico, courtesy of hoopswire.com. I'll post the entire link to the article in the description so you guys can read it for yourself. But pretty much in the article, he talked about how the Cavs need a backup big man and they need some more shooting, of course, to go along with the usual 3-and-D wing player that they've been looking for the past couple years. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. If the Cavs were to trade Isaac Okoro, yeah, it would freaking suck because, let's be honest, his offensive game isn't there, but he's a very, very, very good defender, and he just brings that good energy to the team. But again, his offensive game is very limited. I will say, his three ball has greatly improved, but other than that, he doesn't really bring a whole lot. You know, he's lucky to get 10 points a game. I mean, there's even games where he just does not score. I mean, heck, game 2 of the first round series against the Knicks, he only played, what, 3 minutes? Like, yeah, you can't have that, you know? I mean, need guys that can get you buckets and defend. And really, Isaac has only been able to do one of those things for the most part. Now, since the calendar turned to 2023, for a while there, Isaac was hitting them threes like crazy. As you would expect, you know, he kind of came back down to earth. And yeah, he's been kind of from 3 ever since. But yeah, his defense has been good. But yeah, we need guys who can get buckets, and he's just not one of those guys. You know, we've been waiting for a while for his offensive game to erupt, and it just hasn't. Now, one little part of the Amico article that I saw that really also had me interested is this little part too, where Amico mentioned, and I quote, along with Okoro, Cleveland could look to see what type of players are available for veteran point guard Ricky Rubio and swingman Cedi Osman, per John Hollinger of The Athletic. Now, in my opinion, of the two, Rubio and Osman, I think you could get something good for Cedi. Whereas Ricky, I mean, post-injury, he was practically unplayable half the time. He was merely a facilitator. He rarely scored. I mean, he was a long way from what he was pre-injury, of course, you know, coming off an ACL. It takes you time to get back from an ACL, you know? I mean, you're not going to come right off the ACL injury and, you know, score 30 a game. No. It takes some time to get used to being back on the court. You know what I'm saying? But I would give Ricky Rubio one more year, ironically, which is what he has left with the Cavs. So hopefully this upcoming season, if we do keep him, unless we use him as a throw-in in a trade, which could happen. But if you do that, you better have a good backup option at point guard. You know, I liked Ricky because, of course, he has chemistry with Spida. That's always huge. But yeah, I think if we trade either one of those guys, it's going to be Cedi because he can shoot the ball really well, and he's all right on defense when he's not flailing his arms around and fouling all the time. Yeah, he's a very good player. Not even capping either. He's really good. He's streaky as heck too, for real. Like there will be times where this dude will just light it up, and then he'll go cold for like a week straight. When he's hot though, he's scorching. Oh yeah, he's a player that you love to have on your team. And again, just like Okoro, he brings the good energy on the court. But hopefully, you know, if we do make trades and we trade Okoro and or Ricky and Cedi, hopefully we get some good stuff for him. Of course, we don't really have that much ammunition to trade away because of the Mitchell trade. We can't trade first rounders really, so we're kind of limited there. We do have a couple second rounders, but you're not going to get a whole lot for second rounders unless maybe you can get like a good depth piece or two. But yeah, if there's one thing for certain, this team needs shooting backup big man, and a 3-and-D wing. Those are our three objectives this summer. Hopefully, when I do my 23-24 season preview, I'll look back at my wish list and I'll be able to check all three off because we desperately need it. You know, and for those of you out there who are saying we should trade Jared Allen, yeah, they're not trading Jared Allen. He's a solid part of the core. He just had a horrible series. Hopefully, he learns from that, and hopefully, he uses what happened in that Knicks series as motivation to become what he once was, which was a vicious, man in the paint. We need him to be what he was early on when he was with like Brooklyn, like when he first came here. I don't know why he got soft all of a sudden. Maybe he was afraid of fouling, but all of a sudden, this dude was getting owned in the paint by Mitchell freaking Robinson, bro. I think it would really help too if we had a backup big man like the Knicks had with Hartenstein. If we had a guy like that instead of Captain Hook, Mr. Hookshot, the Hook Merchant, and Robin Lopez, someone who could actually contribute and give Jared Allen some time to actually rest, because really all we can do is just rotate Mobley and Allen in. If we had another backup big man that could give Allen a little time to rest on the bench and we gain his stamina, we'd be good. Not to mention, it would help us not run him into the ground. That also would help. But I'm sure Kobe Altman and company have a plan. I actually heard that they're not afraid to go into the tax. And they do have, some ammunition, not a lot. They have their exceptions that they could use. So we'll see how deep into those they dive into. I'm pretty sure they're going to use the MLE, which is, I think, like $12 million that they could use. So we'll see what they cook up for us this offseason. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But yeah, if they do make any moves, you already know, barring anything crazy happening, like my internet going out again or, whatever, I will definitely go live if a big trade happens or if we sign somebody that's decent, noteworthy. I'll make a video on it. You already know how I do it here. So with that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I will still be posting Cavs videos sporadically throughout the off season, like news videos and such. So keep an eye out for those. Of course, I'll have some Browns videos coming up soon as well as camp season's underway, pretty much as they're doing OTAs and, those voluntary workouts. And of course, I'll be posting Guardians stuff as well. And maybe even a Blue Jackets video or two. Keep an eye out for that too. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Cavs. And let Kobe cook. Don't let us down, Kobe. We believe in you, buddy. At least some of us do. All right, I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. Bye bye.